Here is what the traditional tech sales career roadmap traditionally looks like.
Hey there, this is Patrick. I am a CSM here at Bets and wanted to spend a couple minutes here walking you through what the typical growth path is for sales positions at tech companies. Now, absolutely right that a BDR, business development representative, or an SDR, sales development representatives, those are going to be your entry-level positions in sales. Now, the job of an SDR is all about lead generation. It's about going out, it's about making many phone calls on a daily basis, sending out many emails, trying to get a meeting on the books with your account executive. Now, after you've been in the BDR role for sometimes a year or so, 12 to 18 months, but it can be shorter than that. Typically, promotions occur when you have hit a certain number of metrics. So for instance, if you have set a lifetime of 100 meetings or so, that might be the trigger point to then get you promoted into a more senior position. Now, I know in this video, we mentioned an ISR, inside sales rep position, or even renewal accounts manager as being the next jump after BDR. Now, I'm here to tell you that those roles don't really exist as much these days. You might see them at an Oracle or a Salesforce or a Cisco, these really big, massive organizations. But for 95% of the roles that you're going to be interviewing for and applying for these days, after you've hit all of your metrics and you're getting promoted from BDR or SDR in to begin closing business, you're either going to be promoted to a senior SDR position or a junior or associate account executive. Now from there, when you begin closing business or when you're promoted into this more senior position, typically how it starts off is you'll begin working with smaller accounts or what we call SMB accounts. These tend to be smaller deal sizes, typically quicker wins, shorter deal cycles. These are going to be primarily where you focus on for the first maybe year and a half of your closing experience. Now, after you've been crushing it, selling all of those SMB accounts for a little bit, and you've been proving yourself and crushing all of your quotas, from there, typically, you'll be moved into a mid-market account executive position. So this tends to be a little bit more senior, a little bit larger deal sizes, a little bit longer deal cycles. Other words for this can be commercial account executive, corporate account executive. Every company will have a slightly different term for this. Now, at that point, if you want to continue as an individual contributor, yeah, you can move on to enterprise account executive positions, which are massive deal sizes, really long deal cycles that can sometimes last up to a year, maybe sometimes even a little bit more than that, selling into the big companies of the world. And then maybe even into a more strategic account executive. Now, these folks can be making a lot of money, but you're not seeing as many commission checks because the deal sizes are so big and the deal cycles are so incredibly long. And I think it's really important to note that if you want to move into a more management-focused position, if you want to move into leadership, typically, you'll have many opportunities to do that way early on in your career. That does not have to be something that happens once you've gone through all of these levels of individual contributor. For instance, you can start off as a BDR manager and then move into a more of an account executive type position, begin closing business there for a bit, and then move into more senior leadership positions. There's no right way to do it. My suggestion is that if you're ever sort of curious about it, check out a couple different companies on LinkedIn, look at their people on their team and see what path they've taken. Or better yet, reach out to one of us here at Bets Recruiting. We work on these roles every single day, and we would love to connect with you to chat a little bit more about what your process would look like, where you want to go in your career. That's what we do, and we love it.